Good morning and welcome to you, Libra, for your reading with Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for the last week of July. So please note this is a general reading, Libra, so take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If any part of this reading doesn't resonate with you, I suggest you listen to your moon and you listen to your moon, Venus, and rising. Okay, I've actually got a different spread that I have been working on, which I started using this past week with the other signs, and I hope you guys will like it. And if you want to give me some feedback on it, I would appreciate that. Okay, so we see here, Libra, some interesting things that are happening in your space right now for you. Quite exciting things that are happening for you. See that some of you are going through a phase where you need to rethink how you have been observing things in your recent past. Some of you are most probably having to, just look at things from a different perspective. It's very easy to want to stay stuck, and this is like important. This Hangman in reverse is important for you to examine the way you are thinking, to examine your attitudes towards life, and it's very important that you do need to get a new perspective. And it's important for you to realize that, that even if you're dealing with the same old issues and the same old dramas, the consequences got to be different. And it's very important that you start to listen to your higher calling. Otherwise, you're just going to be like wasting time in your space. I mean, do you want to continue to be wasting time? Time stands still for no man, Libra. I mean, you've got this Knight of Swords in reverse, and I mean, this is really about you having, what we see here is that you needing to not be so stubborn about these changes. And even though you are sitting on a certain level of contentment and peace with yourself about how things are, you can't sit in this position for a long time. Because, I mean, you look at this image, this man has got his hands crossed and he's sitting on a bench. How long can you sit in this position without becoming uncomfortable? So while in the beginning you sat down for a brief moment to say, I'm so content with where I am, I'm so content with what I have, you need to realize that you can't sit down for too long in that situation, because you would not be paying attention to who's coming in and out of your space, and you could have some negative person coming into your space, somebody who is not clear with their intentions, somebody who could be very malicious, somebody who could also be prone to lies and manipulation. So you need to be very mindful of checking up on who is this person that is coming into your space, creating this discord towards you. See, you've got the Lover's energy here, and that's Gemini, and it's also used to be, in the old days, it used to be about choices. So we see you having the situation where you've got to make some choices. Some of you may have to make some choices with the love situation. You may have to change the way you have been looking at the situation, the way you have been observing the situation. So you need to look at that. You need to look at this love situation. Some of you may be within the relationship. There's maybe some new ideas, Libra, that's coming along. Could be, some of you could be thinking of expanding the family. Some of you could be thinking of maybe even starting this new relationship. Some of you could honestly be thinking of starting a relationship with somebody that you knew for a while, or somebody from your past, wanting to reconnect with somebody from the past. We see there's a lot of this where you having to rethink about the way you looked at things, and having to say to yourself, I need to be mindful when it comes to new business ideas, when it comes to things like that, to your finances. You've got to be mindful of who you are dealing with, Libra. You've got to be mindful of the energies that you are inviting into your space, whether they are trustworthy. It doesn't mean if they're being all hunky-dory and, fine and seeming like everything is okay. It most probably is not okay, because you're having this constant warning about taking care of your financial aspects of things and being very mindful of who you're getting involved in business with. So we see these different scenarios where there's this contentment with new ideas that's opening up the world for you, really new opportunities coming your way. But there's also this forced isolation, making you realize there could be issues and disagreements that is causing you to have to rethink your situations, You know, you need to really think about your situations. So let's see a few more cards. You've got the Ace of Wands again. You've got it there and you've got it here. So let's look at this here. You've got the Queen of Wands and you've got the King of Wands. So there's a balance of this fire energy. Remember, fire energy, you could have this energy in your chart, and fire energy is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Libra. But you could also just be encouraged to have this energy in your personality, having this direction, this passion, this focus. You've got the Chariot. Some of you, that's a Cancer energy there as well. So some of you could be involved with, like I said, there's a Gemini person, there's now a Cancer person that we're looking at, the Hangman twice, and you've got the Sun. Definitely some of you are looking towards a family situation where there's going to be some improvement, would I say improvement or some addition, definitely some changes. Some of you looking to create new roots for yourself. I see that, you know, you need to change your perspective about this new idea that's coming your way. So you need to change this perspective about this new idea that's coming your way. You need to relook at your situations. You need to relook at your opportunities and your truths that are coming your way. And you need to also have this direct vision that even though you're in this comfortable space, you need to have clarity of thought about where you're going to. How are you going to make this happen? You know, there's this new beginning for some of you, and you need to approach this new beginning with directness and with passion. You see, some of you, though, you're having to deal with the sneaky person coming into your space. You need to be very mindful, very careful, and, you know, rather move slowly, be sure of your facts, and don't rush into things. You see some of you moving towards a love situation here. Now, there's this happiness, there's this fulfillment, there's this idea of having roots. But there's definitely, Libra, we're seeing this energy of somebody, I don't know if it's specific to anybody out there, but there's definitely this improvement. There's this family, somebody's having a baby or babies. You know, there's definitely quite a few of you Libras out there that are going to be new parents. That this is very evident in this reading. So those of you that are planning on having babies or wanting to have babies, this could very well be for you. Starting a new life with somebody, having a new love situation here, having a new family situation, moving towards that. We see you wanting to move towards that. You're thinking about long term with this love situation. You're seeing that these new opportunities offer you options, and, you know, you can get out of conflict or stress and out of being in a tight position financially. These new opportunities bring that to you. We see that just by having a change of perspective, you know, you can have better foresight for the future. You can have a better understanding. You can move forward, you know, knowing that you have all the facts that you need. We see that, you know, if you can create a balance within yourself, and you can focus on being a loving energy and dealing with your situations in a loving manner, we see that there is this change that's coming towards you. We see that there is this new beginning. If you can just step away from conflict situations and step towards love and light and peace and tranquility, we see all of this coming through here with this reading, Libra. We see this new beginnings. We see new opportunities. We see, you know, like I said, additions to the family. We see this newness, this whole new energy of vibration and new life is springing forth in this reading. Definitely some of you moving to something new, moving away from what you knew, you know, having roots and a foundation and prosperity. We see this energy coming through in this reading. This is so amazing. I'm going to get some cards. So as I said, I've created a different kind of a spread for you. So I'm going to see right here, right now, what is a message for you and your significant other. If there is another person in your space, or if somebody's coming towards you, Libra, or somebody, let's see if there's an additional message, because this is such a positive reading. This is truly such a positive reading. All your hard work is paying off. We see that. We see that some of you must be very careful of listening to somebody who has not got your best interest at heart. You need to be, when it comes to a love situation, we see that some of you are, you know, ignoring good advice, good opportunities. Some of you are not heeding your sixth sense. When it comes to love, Libra, you seem to be very chaotic. You seem to be very, very chaotic. When it comes to your love situation, this is where I think the Hangman was here. saying to you with your new love situations. Those of you going into new love situations need to actually change the way you are viewing this love situation. You need to not be so negative about it. You need to create this balance within yourself. You need to trust your instincts. And this is what's coming through here. You're going through a very loving, positive, empowering phase of your life. But if you're holding on to negative feelings and negative situations when it comes to a love situation, it actually causes you more blockages than good. When it comes to a partnership or a loving relationship or even a new relationship, you need to trust your higher calling. You need to trust your instincts. You need to create this balance and this love within yourself. You need to also be able to be one with the divine and communicating and, allowing spirit and self to come together. Because you are just closing a door on a love situation and you're just causing yourself unnecessary grief. You know what can very well be happening as well, Libra? What you do not realize, if you are out of sync with your other person, you all are not making decisions together and there's no moving forward together. So you need to take a step back from the way you are viewing things. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, let's draw some cards from Sacred Traveler, because this is so upside down to be like this when it comes to this love situation for yourself. You seem to be totally out of alignment with regards to that. So what is your message from Sacred Traveler? Distant thunder. You need to clear the air. You need to clear the air of misunderstandings. So this is your solution right here. When it comes to your love situation, and to make sure you keep the doors open for all these good things, for love, for romance, for spirit, you need to recognize the distant thunder. You need to know when to take shelter from the storm. And you need to know wandering path. You need to recognize that there is things that are coming towards you. And you need to make sure that you do clear the air with your person. You need to make sure that misunderstandings are sorted out, that whatever misgivings they were, they all get sorted out. You need to listen. You need to heed this calling. And you need to take a little peace and comfort to know that as you sort out, as you listen and you'll communicate and you'll sort out your issues and your problems and your misunderstandings, you will know your truth within, and you will find these answers within yourself. And you can take shelter in the fact that you do know the truth. Even though you want to deny yourself, you want to deny spirit, you want to deny your higher thinking, you need to embrace that. And you need to understand that you do have the answers that you need. And once you can get to that point of understanding yourself, Libra, accepting yourself where you are at, you'll find yourself getting onto a path that is where you're supposed to be. You'll find yourself also enjoying your journey. That even if you have to meander a little bit and take a side route and take a side road and just enjoy the scenery, it's all going to be in keeping with where it is that you need to be. So you just need to take a step back. You need to look at this whole situation and see, where is this taking me to? So Libra, I'm going to draw now a card from the Starseed Oracle for your grounding message. And let's hope that this is going to be exactly what it is that you need to hear. So we ask Spirit to guide this, and so we can get you the exact message that you need right now, Libra. So Libra, what is the message for Libra here? Libra. Oh, wow, this is a nice one. Water your garden. This is a very nice card to have. And I think we have had this card once before, water your garden, where it's important for you to understand that you need to look after yourself. And I think, I did write an article on this on my blog on Meenakshi, www.meenakshi-tarot.com. There's this article on water your garden. So that, you can go and read that again, Libra, and you can see that, maybe it'll resonate with you. This is so important right now that you just stop everything, because you're on this path that is going to be so blissful for you, but there's these few little things that you need to take cognizance of. You need to stop. And you need to allow yourself, to rest and to refuel. You can't keep going on and on and on. Even flowers take time to rest. They don't constantly bloom all the time. They have their resting time and they have their time to bloom. And remember, you need to understand that you have only one body and you need to take care of it. You need to respect your body. You need to respect your health. You need to be kind to yourself. Sometimes, in life, I know we all can feel pressured and we all feel stressed and we feel like time is running out and there's so many urgent things that need our attention. But you do need to just stand still and relax. Otherwise, you are going to be so fatigued. You are going to be so tired. And you're not going to be able to function. You're not going to be able to function properly. You can't do that to yourself. You need to love yourself enough. Take a little bit of time out. Take a time to heal, to restore yourself, to rest, to rejuvenate. Even though you've got a lot on your plate and there's a lot that some of you need to see to, remember that life will bend towards you when you bend towards life. So take this time. I don't know if you can actually hear that scooter racing along. It must probably be like some of you Libra people out there racing from point A to point B because you've always got something to do. You need to take some time out. It's a message for you. Take some time out and nourish yourself, Libra. Remember, if this reading resonated with you on any level, Libra, please remember to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys again next time. So please take care, Libra. Goodbye.